Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Piyush Agrawal, and it's my great pleasure to introduce you to Aurus Network, which is a state-of-the-art platform for delivering quality education to masses. And before explaining what we are doing at Aurus Network, let me just quickly go through some of the problems which we started with. One of them was in case you want to deliver a virtual classroom experience or online education, one of the major problems is lack of automation in generating the content. Content generation is very, very expensive right now. These are some pictures from a lecture hall in Stanford University, where you can see that there are multiple costly cameras, human operators, and complex equipment required to coordinate the show and capture everything and stream that live. The other way of doing it is like using some kind of lecture capturing tool which require the teacher to be standing at one particular place and just having a head and shoulder movement and maybe sharing some slides, right? And there is a lot of faculty resistance in this kind of teaching because the teacher has to change his way of teaching. Like generally he's used to using boards or presentations or roaming around using his body language, but in this kind of capturing he's confined to a particular teaching style. The other problem is that there are lack of delivery tools for synchronous learning. Basically, some of the tools which are available right now in India, for example, are VSET-based live classes. These are very costly to set up. There is a huge capital expenditure involved. Then there are hardware-based video conferencing equipments, which involve, again, a setup cost and high recurring cost. And then there are desktop-based video conferencing tools like Skype and Gtalk and all these, which are actually designed for few-to-few kind of communication, very hands-on meeting. But none of these tools are designed for educational purposes, where you have few to many kind of communication, and there might be students located at different kind of networks, maybe some at 100 kbps, others at 1 mbps. How do you make sure that everyone is able to still receive the best quality videos and communication? And finally, there are high costs involved with the current solutions. So introducing now to Aurus Network, let me just quickly show you a demo. So, for example, this particular video, this is actually coming from our streaming servers at 200 kbps, and this was an actual lecture delivered at Career Point in Kota, which happens to be one of our clients. And you can see that the video quality, actually, if you see on a good quality LCD, it's far better. But again, it's 200 kbps, comparable to HD video, and you can clearly see what's being written. And the teacher is not confined to a certain teaching style. He can use natural teaching styles right on the board. He can also show some presentations. For example, in this one, the teacher is using a digital tool for writing something on that, along with a blackboard or a whiteboard actually. So you can see that on the bottom there is this whiteboard, and a camera is actually also capturing her. So as soon as she starts writing on the whiteboard, it automatically switches. So that could be a desktop shared, you could be showing your videos on that, you could be writing something on that, you could be showing animations, PPT, anything that is being shown, it's being captured and sent along with the live video from the camera. So I'll now proceed with the presentation. So basically this is the brief architecture. We have a teacher teaching in a normal classroom, which has a dedicated computer installed with our software, which is actually taking feed from video camera and a presentation computer, compressing that, streaming that to our video streaming servers. Now the entire thing is cloud-based. We have Elastic servers, we have multiple video streaming servers, which are automatically scaling up and scaling down according to the system load. And then we have a course management system, but this tool actually integrates with other course management systems like Moodle, Sakai, and Blackboard as well. And there can be learners watching it live or on demand from any mobile device, be it iPad, an Android-based device, or a classroom, or on their PCs or Mac. So this is a snapshot of a classroom or a studio. Actually, the teacher, when he's teaching in the classroom, right, in front of him, he will have a LCD screen on which he can actually see all the centers or students who are connected live to him, right? And he can actually see their videos, talk to them in a video conferencing manner. He can see himself. He can actually answer questions over text chat if there is less time. Then this is a snapshot in the classroom, as I had shown. There are multiple feeds which are available, and you could be using boards or any other tools. Then some other key features which we are providing. So our aim was actually to build a solution custom like custom designed for educational institutes. So we talked a lot to operators and people who were taking care of distance learning programs. And we found that some of the common problems were like, for example, lack of easy to use web-based video editor. A lot of times, like lectures are done, but you need to just crop out a certain part of it. But you don't want to use a desktop-based video editor. It takes hours and hours and specialized people for operating that. So we have a integrated, very simple to use, a web-based editor, which allows you basic functions like cropping video parts or merging multiple videos. Then we can integrate with multiple course management systems. Then there's an inbuilt search which actually searches over all the metadata associated with any lecture, as well as like any presentation which was shown during the lecture. It is also indexed. Then it has an inbuilt multi-way video conferencing facility. We are also having a detailed analytics engine which can actually track the exact usage. So you can have very fancy graphs in which you can see exactly what each user is looking at, how many hours of access has been done, whether it was live, video on demand, which lectures are popular, and all those things. And then finally, we have multiple deployment options, including a cloud-based and also on-premises and managed. So that's it.